here I go, folks. Everything is going in blue for the Countach LPI 800-4. We'll go high speed on the main objective to go suggested by over 8 minutes and under 30 seconds. So the per level is going to be maxed out on 320 for 1,141 horsepower and top speed 280 miles per hour. Then it's about to go faster up and straightaways to have some few corners. Will be take the starting position from Las Vegas and the finish line to Los Angeles, California. 3 seconds, here I come until right now. Then let's do this, win the race, and going blue on the shifting effect will be feel the horizon and go for the top speed by enter the strip. But looks like Neil in the McLaren F1 is in the lead. I'll have to go first. Make a good top speed by carry over by 260 miles per hour. Will be shifted into gear number 7. Alright, it's gonna be very awesome out there to have a night shift blue effect. We'll go for the horizon rush and see how it feels to have one method to go for the shortcut to have the other opposite side of the on-ramp. There's one right here. Gonna take it and proceed to go keep up with the top speed. So I got the right track and gonna have to take that runabout. We'll be crossing through. So it turns out that we're about to have an outline patch for the Crew 2 by sometime before at the end of 2025. But what else? Something else is becoming more awesome that is coming to PlayStation 5. Forza Horizon 5. It's going to be very awesome out there to be coming a long way from Xbox Series X. But you guys might have to come and check it out, and it's going to be very awesome to see how it turns out to have some different changes. It's going to be much more impressive to have your own kind of a Horizon adventure ever since from Xbox consoles. But more likely, I just really wish to be here, but I'm still being on PlayStation 4 Pro because of major upcoming content videos. Because of my slogan I'm having is having content video takes a lot of time, but hard work will be coming as a complete edition. But don't worry, I'll have to come up to have something very more understandable and well specific, so I just need to get things to go rolling up and have the strategies. We'll have to get focused on this race event. Now the Nitro is about to go rolling in. Hill climb before take the borders of Nevada and California to get there by progression in 30%. Alright, there you go. Just make that good apex to go inside like pretend to. Better have to go hill climb to have some few turns and corners on the route by consecutive of the hairpins. But even yet, it takes a lack of possibility to go climb up, as I had to be preferred to stay on the asphalt in the streets and the road itself. Got to go take it to the hill climb. Okay, sometimes having one event is gonna have to do some lack of hard work to get things to go strategize and make it more perfection. But one time of the contact, just no need to have a turn back because of the deadline is still on the clock. Just only on Tuesday, but I don't take participation live summit event on Tuesday, so I prefer to do it on Monday or be here on time on Wednesday. But whenever it depends, if I had to be here on any rate for this week, it's gonna have to go green light and try not to be aborted before taking part of the live summon until the red light is gonna have to be proceed on the red zone. Okay, we're about to come down on the consecutive hairpins before enter the state of California. God might need to go faster up and brake well to be properly. Will be on the main inside to give a good line. That's 44.191 seconds. Okay, here comes another hairpin. Gotta go faster up and shaft it in speed. Okay, halfway there arrives in 50%. The route itself will be going straightaways to have crossing through the bridge. Here comes a sharp turn. It's going to be tricky, and brake well to be careful. Alright, very nice and clever to be clarified to have the blue shifted to be well affected to go on the daytime. But even so, I kind of think about the upcoming content update for the Crew Motorfest they're about to bring out with Alpha Jets. It's going to be so awesome that you guys really might need to come and try it out. But gosh, I just really wished I had to be here to participate and enter the Crew Motorfest to have some list of playlist. But even so, I just really think about these jets are becoming much more next generation air race discipline. It's going to be awesome and feel like an ace of a pilot. But it also does having a sponsorship to be partnered by Red Bull Racing. But you guys really think about these Alpha Jets is the new kind of racing discipline to be doing some time trial events, and most likely doing some stunts is going to be a skill of aerobatics. Okay, expected too soon to have that corner to be closing in onto the stone concrete. Just might need to keep moving on. All I have to do is going to have to take a good focusing on the time. That's what I have to do. Be here on time until the countdown is going underway. Then here comes the highway. Perfect time for the Countach LPI 800 dashboard will give a good boost and make their entrance arrival to Los Angeles, California. Checkpoint going clear. Progression at 77%. Just feel the taste of the glory. It's going to take a lot of concentration to get things through to help myself for one step of the follow-up catch-up. That's what I have to do. It takes 7 minutes to get there before arriving in LA. Here comes the intersection by the junction. Got to go UDI in style. Okay, here comes the straightaway. But man, I just really miss these rush hours these days. But everything's going quiet and nice and smooth. That should do very well to be clear. Got to keep going in. Solid fine performance and gonna have to be reaching up for a total elapsed time in 8 minutes. Exit on the right. Got to go proceed and make that good nitro boosted to be on the one-way road. Alright, correct the mundo and have some few turns after taking the straightaway to go on the next right. So here comes the final stretch at the finish line. This will have to be going over by 8 minutes and 30 seconds. But whenever it takes, it's going to get one way to be exceed to be another. And here is my total time for a sprint race in 8 minutes, 39.361 seconds. Almost good enough and deserved by 99,752 points in under and over 8 minutes to be adding up by 30 seconds. That's one event clear, 5 more to go, and let's go to Hollywood Special by using the McLaren Senna. Will be take part of the USB Tour West Edition is going to be proceed to event number 2. It's fully modded, ready up, and vanities to be outfit, including with a Union Jack tire, is now well perfectly for the McLaren Senna 2018 in cyan blue color. per level is about to be at 320 for the Nitro Chemist and 1,106 horsepower, and top speed 279 miles per hour. We'll be prepared to go for the official time attack in the US Speed Tour Special for the West Edition in Los Angeles for the district area of Hollywood. Let's go for a Hypercar time attack to be ready up in 3 seconds. Here I come, and objective time will be beat in 3 minutes 24 seconds before heading up to take the first turn and checkpoint 1 to go nearby. Got to go kick up the nitro before proceed on checkpoint 2. Very well impressive to have a nice track focused hypercar for the McLaren Senna will be put up to the test, and handful will give a good sense of aerodynamics. Now corner left is doing well, proceed and cleared as 50% progression to go for the middle part as 9.9 seconds to be updated and cleared to stay in the streets. Checkpoint going clear on number 4. Now arriving in downtown LA at the district, we'll be prepared to get one jump entrance. Got to be ready. This one might have enough nitro before having one good scene in the spotlight. And we have liftoff. Make a good touchdown and checkpoint to go clear to have a nice clear the area. Alright, totally aced this one. Progression to go in 42%. Okay, right turn to go sharp up the head. Check and confirm. Now approaching onto the on-ramp, folks. Got to go slow down and formation as we're about to have the 2-lane on the road. Okay, very good, clever, and simple choice to have a right side to go amp up for the top speed. That should do enough to have a top speed limitation to go over by 250 miles per hour. Nitros in, and give a good union style to have the intersection to be on the exit right. Okay, it's all done, and proceed to 80%. We're almost there. The faster it gets, the event on every duration will get longer, medium, and shorter. But 3 types will always have to be preferred to see which one is the most. Okay, good near misses on the object. Here comes the finish line, and look at it go for reaching up by over 2 minutes and 30 seconds to be crossing through the line on the roundabout. 2 minutes, 34.271 seconds. Good job and outstanding performance to go a prize and reaching up by 106,574 points. 3 common parts on Hypercar discipline. Event 2 check, clear, and proceed to go for a random pickup order to have some unchecked in 4 events in about 1 hour left, and gold medal position to be in rank 18,085th place. But South Trip for the 4th build go for the Proto Lucky 1 Marvel Edition will be proceed in race number 3. As the 4th vehicle is being reverted back into 270 per level without showing the horsepower and top speed. One good kind of a fancy, unique modification hypercar for the Proto Lucky 1 Marvel Edition for everyone if they're about to go climbing up and achieve a good mark to be entered in the rank platinum, and for those who have already owned the same Proto Lucky 1 Marvel Edition, which is considered to have a nice earnings, will go payday on the double. Then let's go racing on the highway, folks. It's about to go fancy up and hypercar to feel the horizon in the sunset condition as the grid start will be going underway before 3 seconds. Will be outfit and give a good top speed and style. Let's get it on, and head start will go finishing up in the top 3. Got to make sure to have the handling to go respond in motion. In the meantime, to have some elevation to go up and corners to be very tricky as usual. Similar than the original version of the Proto Lucky 1, but instead, all I have to do is gonna have to be patient and wait until the nitro full capacity to be reaching up by 100% or optionally, I'll have to go for 50%. Checkpoint going clear, slide around, and top speed we'll have to go kick it up into gear number 6. I should rather have to do this right now if it's going to be reaching up by over 75%. But fair enough, got to keep a good eyes on the progression and watchful eye on the corners. Other objects around in the middle of the highway is going to have to be a very good careful if I had to be smart to be tricky. So here it is. Got to slow down and stay together. Left side to be safe and right side is more good to be on the right direction. Okay, very good. No time to waste. Just might need to get focused and have this main content video to be turned out to be a much more perfection that takes time to becoming as a remaster edition. Okay, progression in 36%. Checkpoint going clear, and solidifying formation to keep a good stay safe in the streets. Alright, very nice. Gonna have to keep a good eyes on the clock. Almost 2 minutes as the sunset will be going through on the horizon is in the edge. Okay, going clear. Almost there at the halfway mark. Just have to go up and straight forward to be on the 6th gear. Almost to be at 250 miles per hour to stay in the main top speed limitation. Alright, very nice. And go full nitro. 260 miles per hour at the top speed. Very perfect, and main gas to be suggested. I can't think about the Proto Lucky 1 Marble Edition without showing the top speed, but the correction is very simple to have one fictional hypercar vehicle to be well experienced to be racing on the open road or on a track. But why not giving both instead and see how it feels well to go for a test of a top speed. So it's getting closer to have the top speed for a progression at 76% before arriving in California. And there we go. Just like that. And main turn corner is coming up ahead. Okay, it's only down to an hour left. So I had to hurry up and think fast to be quick. But I know I just really think about having a much more time of patience and doing some WIP session to do a scene of perspective. Got to clarify, folks, don't participate live summit event on Tuesday if you're already been complete. It's only 9% left to go. Almost there. Got to go full on drag run. And the final stretch at the finish line is right over here before claim the podium. That's more like it. 4 minutes, 22.266 seconds. Alright, now that's 112,392 points, new record, and we still got this one to be well cleared and achieved in the bag. That's event number 3 clear, 3 more to go. Halfway mark is on the clock as I had to take a good look for the time limit for Hypercars Glory. Only 56 minutes left, so I had to hurry up quick and then moving on in street race event number 4 in the Cascade Scenic Tour. As I'm about to try out with a Spiker CA Aileron 2008, this is the only kind of a street racing vehicle that I never used before since the Crew 1 and the Crew 2. But original Pro Level is now being stated up that you already know the guess for the top speed and horsepower, but however, as putting up on a Nitro Chemist in 280 per level in 783 horsepower and top speed, 226 miles per hour. But I'll have to give it a try and see how it works. This is the only kind of a Netherlands vehicle is quite giving a good kind of a fancy and semi-hypercar status. Natural forecast in Seattle, Washington before getting started in 3 seconds before going green light. Time to bring out the nitro, and head start will go into the lead. But I mean, wow, the sound of the engine is becoming more impressive and very well indeed to have a nice kind of a Dutch supercar. I can't say it turns out very nice and very well special to see the C8 Aileron for having one good street racing to be in the open road. But talk about having one good kind of a Dutch vehicle, we'll be taking to the track to have some nice exterior parts before prior to have a nice kind of a GT race car since the USB Tour Cities update from Motorflix Season 8 Episode 1. But look at the top speed, it's going way off the charts and going average to be over by 210 miles per hour. The handling is doing nice. The skill is very much more impressive for the midship layout. But I just really had to think about taking a good look into this interior view. Is much more interesting like all the other kinds of European sports car. But pretty nice and well fancy to have some exterior parts to be fully modded and give a good kind of a Dutch vehicle to have a nice single kind of a supercar status. But obviously, it actually does having an element potential for having a semi-hypercar stats. Just have to go with the feel, and much more indeed to have a nice unique C8 Aileron is a good kind of a European vehicle. So it's about to go closer up on 30% progression. Just might need to go faster on the get-go, and feel the haze will might need to take a time of the essence. Okay, 15.749 seconds is clear. Got to keep going and reach up the top speed. 40% progression is all done. Then it's about to go for a serious intense to have the next turn and corner going in and stay on the line around the road. So put your hands up and stay behind the wheel. It's about to go sharper up on the shortcut before the main checkpoint is going clear like this. Okay, closing up. Just have to go crossing through the rail. It actually does have that kind of a good style of a Dutch supercar. So it's going right back onto 200 miles per hour. 26.3 seconds update on the gap. Got to keep going. Gonna have to take the half circle around the forest in Washington State and going right back to the outskirts of Seattle. Just wait until 30-second gap distance will be updated by passing through on each route of the checkpoint. It's going to get much more awesome and challenging to go prove up on the open road for only one single spoiler vehicle. Okay, comes in and going to proceed onto the town right here. 37.845 seconds. That should be good enough. Just have to go up into 40 seconds to have the next turn will be at the 90-degree angle to go crossing through at the T intersection. But there we go. 40 seconds on the gap. Still got this and have a good kind of a street racing vehicle that I never used before in this main segment. Finish line is right over here at the outskirts. Take it to the podium and there you go by 4 minutes. 25.175 seconds but received 45,000 bucks earned. checkaroo, and successful. 115,119 points. Now that's a good kind of a spicular vehicle that I never used before in my entire life ever since to be driven since the Crew 1 and the Crew 2 like now. Only 2 more events to go, just have to go quickly for having a penultimate race and drag race to go to New York City in FDR Drive. No restriction only, and I'll have to grab and have a different drag race vehicle that I never used before to go for a rooftop of the brand. Ever since several roof cars are being moved on from the Crew 1 until still remains for the 3400K and CTR-3 in the Crew 2 as drag race and drift discipline. So I got everything to be purchased for only one drag race vehicle as number 11 and put up in Nitro Chemist by 400 per level in 4,082 horsepower and top speed, 339 miles per hour for only one RR drivetrain layout, will be amp up and give 3 runs. We'll be going for the real challenge. But besides having my Chevy Corvette C7 Stingray with my UDRS in Sportec, but I'll have to give it one good drag race vehicle a go without exterior parts to be fully modded. So I have to go beat the main time ejected in 13.433 seconds in the first run. Will be keep the gauges on the green zone. Just might need to do the drill. Preparations on perfect burn until 3 seconds. Will be going green. Alright, that's good. Now, gonna have to be on the 5th gear and pull out the nitro. Whoa man, this is going way too over exceed, just like driving on the CTR3. So let's see the results. 11.298 seconds in the top speed, 357 miles per hour. Gear shift is good, and proceed on run number 2. Okay, now I'll have to do the quickest way to do shifting up gears. We'll be doing 4 times on perfection. Just might need to do it in about 3 seconds as the gauges will have to be perfect on the burn. Right on cue and 3 seconds to be marked green. Good start. Just might need to keep a practice. When having a new drag race vehicle, it means having new experience. We'll be trying out to have some same ways. Alright, that's more like it. 358 miles per hour. Gear shift is still good. Last run, and then 1 shot remain. We'll be moving on in event number 6 for the final stage in Hypercars Glory. Got to make sure to choose the right kind of a track-only hypercar to be focused up and still remains. But right on the sunset, this will have to take the last run and give that perfect burn to go double on check. Alright, mark for the nitro and stay on straight. Alright, that should do enough. And look at this. 361 miles per hour for the Rube 3400K. So ladies and gentlemen, I called this appraisal for this drag race vehicle a 10 out of 10 and prospectively to have a 99,026 points. That should do very well to have the same vehicle to go for a drift discipline, so I just might need to have event number 2 for a quick catch up later on until proceed to 1 shot remain in the first Blizzard Rush event. So I had to prepare myself. The last race in Hypercars Glory is on the way for the touring car discipline to be set by no restriction only. As the final race in Hypercars Glory for number 6 in the combo event, I had to go and choose the Aston Martin Vulcan 2016 with my UDRS in Protect Livery to be packed up and use the famed magnet in 320 per level for 1,026 horsepower and top speed, 227 miles per hour. But get faster and better, and momentarily to have the fireworks, Golden Gate Bridge, and the Rabbit symbol, will be prepared to have a 1 versus 7 hypercar by having 1 track-focused hypercar to be on the grid start in 3 seconds in San Francisco. Will be prepared to go win the race. But it gets competitive and gets challenges, so this work comes close before the time runs out. So I had to do this fast and quick and get things to go settle in before having a first sign and second before entered by the Golden Gate Bridge. Daytime on fireworks and show on display. Time to go crank up the music, so I have to get here on time until Hypercars glory will be over soon by over 40 minutes. Okay, bus stop chicanes comes in, got to follow the line and worked up perfectly to stay in gear number 6. Okay, naturally well, and take the checkpoint to go clear. But good thing having one touring car event to be featured to have some few vehicles with track day hypercars is much more special to be indeed by challenging with other hypercars in real going type. But instead, just like the Ferrari FXXK 2014, but the Vulcan is still have a real going car status to becoming as a race car after being Clarence Bishop III in Beat the Duke event. But I bet you guys may have to go and use this Vulcan to take part in every Lap Summit event, but I just really think about having some very more challenges and other disciplines to be well experienced to do some main spotlight and have my appraisal to go for skill of racing success. So coming in by the checkpoint, got to take the opposite side on the direction before coming in and pass by in Sacramento. There we go, proceeding no clear and just have to go on the right direction to be right passed by on the Thomas Park. Okay, just had to get back and regain control after one sign just took down. Okay, so that's 33.529 seconds. Halfway there is almost done before one jump is coming in. Oh yeah, now gonna give a good love on that Vulcan who likes to go for the speed. But no time to dance. It's all about focus and precision to go up in the high gear. Just might need to be on the lookout before the next jump is coming in right over here. Okay, fair enough, and stay on the Aberdeen Street before going to the next turn by having one route to go for the line. But even perhaps I may have not the time to go and do some follow-up catch-up because of the deadline is still coming around on Tuesdays. But every week on Tuesday, I just really don't want to come here to participate in all events with skills by 3 through 6. But that's not my cup of tea. I'm always have to be preferred to come here on Monday or just have to be on time for Wednesday, or maybe I'll have to think about it because I still have some few other events to do to be on the main other upcoming content videos that I've been looking forward to. It takes a lot of time and hard work for myself. But instead, I'm still currently to have the final push before reaching up towards 1000 as I still have 940 subscribers is still going strong. Just help me out, you guys. Only 60 more to go before reaching up towards 1000 is going to be becoming my own goal of success. And there we go. 4 minutes, 7.835 seconds before right on schedule before the countdown is going to be clear and finished. But maybe I'll have to go for round 2 and grab the Celine S7R. Okay, well, maybe I'll have to decide and go for a better kind of a hypercar status to be on the track focus ready. Just like that, and go for attempt 2 will be work up and get shape up to have the possible objective to go reaching up by 100,000 points as another round and same event will face up to feel the hypercar glory. But good thing I just really enjoyed racing with the Aston Martin Vulcan 2016 for my UTRS Insportec and one shall remain. But now, the Celine S7R will take the turn. Got to go fast and go quick. Just to give time of the essence is all I need to keep a good watchful eye until the countdown for 30 minutes will be set. So I have to do this fast, and one catch-up race will be all done to be finishing up as well. Come on, just might need to go fast and quick. Okay, checkpoint going clear. Got to face up the obstacles and make it like a good formation on the bus stop chicane. Alright, there we go. Just had to work it up and feel the charm. Well, I can't wait until the next Live Summit event before tomorrow, folks. I'm always have to be here late for the party, and I just need to get things to go working up and done without doing some free time on WIP session. But I still have a chance. I'll have to come back soon, and then I'll have to do it well perfectly to be on the time of arrival before I just need to get things to have my channel to get up into 1000. Just might need to go for a little catching up to do. Just might need to take a deep breath and go on the right turn by crossing through on the grassland areas. Okay, good enough by 37.9 seconds. Airborne jump and touchdown. Come on, I still got this one. Got to win the race and ace up the event. Momentarily to go up and update for a score point limitation to still remain on the platinum. And here is the countdown for 30 minutes for Hypercars Glory is about to begin soon. Feels like I'm kicking up my adrenaline, rising up and feel the haste. Going full speed. Okay, going clear on the checkpoints. Still got this one. %10 to go. And here's the finish line. Alright, successful and speed resourceful to go by our total time in 3 minutes, 41.739 seconds. That's a new record to be updated into 120,957 points, and that's all 9 events and skills to be well done before the time runs out before having 30 minutes on the countdown. Wow! Just made it on time, and update for the current platinum rank in 2,000 to 93rd place in 1,108,065 points. Just like the original, by having 6 events and 3 skills, and encore for the first rerun, will put myself to go for the deadline of arrival. But even perhaps, I won't be able to do 2 events on follow-up catch-up because of the time limit and 28 minutes left, so I just might need to keep moving on forward. So I really think about the first event in Hypercar on Latrell's Car Part 1 for the Lamborghini Countach LPI 800-4. as I really did back then for having one WIP session to go faster up and make that mark to go over by 100,000 points, and then not just ending up by this first rerun in 99,752 points, along with drag race when using the Route 3400K drag race edition at FDR Drive in New York City by 99,026 points. Other 4 events that succeeded well and perfectly to go for the main 100,000 point range, just like the McLaren Senna 2018 at the USB Tour West Edition Special at Hollywood, the Cascade Senior Tour when I was using the Spikler CA Aileron that I never used before, but it's a very good kind of a street racing vehicle as a supercar, and more likely to have a different kind of a type of the hypercar to give a good little bit more status. But also yet, the Proto Lucky One Marble Edition, as we're about to go again in the South Trip, just have one good kind of a fancy style exterior, will go with unique modification and the livery itself. And plus, 2 touring car vehicles and 1 shall remain for the combo event. I'm always thinking about to go prefer for the Celine S7R to have a Nitro Chemist and give a good boosted up on the Nitro Chemist. But I already did by 1 attempt and give the Aston Martin Vulcan will be put up to the test and give 1 good part of the challenge until putting up on attempt 2 to have a different touring car vehicle to have a different role of a hypercar. Speed Trap is doing good at St. Louis, Missouri, along with Salon for the land base in the second part at Salt Flats in the outskirts of Las Vegas, Nevada, and the Escape and Pikes Peak. Got to go off-roading and have a good surprising distance to go climb up in over 20,000 yards. But I mean, I was so very close, you guys. I was so very close and succeeded to have a nice opportunity of record when I was using the KTM 450 Rally 2015. Almost good enough to have a succeeded objective when getting closer to the large rivers when you're in the Midwest of the United States of America. So, I really think that's it for now, and gonna have to go moving on forward in speedrun before at the end of April and first week of May on 7, we'll have some 6 events and 3 skills will be going on the preview, along with some exterior parts on the Ferrari 488 Pista, Koenigsegg Agera R Drip Edition, and Speedrun Underglow for the Epic, along with a Fame Pack, just usual for 150,000 followers. But don't forget, you might need the KTM Expo GT2, Ferrari 488 Pista, and 4 events to be set on no restriction for the Alpha Grand Prix, Rallycross, Air Race, and Demolition Derby, along with 3 skills will go off-roading Escape, Air Base on low altitude, and of course for the Sea Water Base to go for Salon by no restriction only. Let's have a good look on American Slice to have the upcoming 4 prizes. So, that will be doing well to have exterior parts for the Chevy Corvette C8 Stingray, followed by Patriotic Party Smoke on the Rare Vanity, will be considered to go for extra earning, along with the Nitro Chemist will be expansion to have the Rallycross discipline to go boosted, along with 150,000 followers, and plus to have the second week of May in Luxury SUVs to have 2 vanities, which is you already know so far out there, including with the Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT Basalt Edition. But looks like the BMW C4 M40i Agent Edition in No One's Fool is coming for us, but I can't wait. This will be prepared for a date schedule as the 4th week of May will be coming up soon. Just wait, and I'll have to be ready to move on forward until Hypercars glory will be over soon. Thank you for enjoying watching the video in the Crew 2 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on DividendArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership is now open to everyone. We'll join to get access for price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help out with the super thanks as an extra will support and grow. I'll be seeing you guys next time on the live summit event in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again at the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.